Aloha, my name is Ming and I'm coming to you live from the floor of my living room to tell you about Pocket Dungeon. Pocket Dungeon is just a little leather case with everything you could possibly need for some fun, spicy SM anywhere you are. Have you ever been out in the woods or maybe went to a munch or possibly a bar and the opportunity for play arose and you didn't have your toys with you? Well, that's happened to me numbers of times and I travel a lot. So I had a need for creating a little tiny case that had everything in it and I didn't see anything out there. So I decided to make my own. I started with the Benny Jow, that translates to unique whipping cane, and it's basically collapsing stainless steel poles with a welded stainless steel ball on the tip. And basically what I found was that when I have the thinner parts, I have a very high stingy cane. When I collapse the thinner parts down into the thicker parts, I have a much thuddier cane. And when I turn it around and use the rubber end, I have a much thuddier cane. Actually, I'm going to stop now because that hurts. Then it occurred to me that I could add attachments. So then I started getting really creative and I added a leather fall. I added a metal flogger. I added a crop tip so that you have a really nice riding crop. And my favorite thing, which was really surprising, is that I added a leather fall, a nylon cracker, and a little swivel. And I actually came up with a fantastic little whip. I can get tremendous accuracy, but what I really love about it is it's very, very convenient for things like a crowded dungeon or a tiny hotel room. It's very light. I can carry it with me always. And what I find is that it's just a very useful thing to always have with me if you like whips, which I do. I like being whipped. I like whipping whips. It's fantastic. The next thing I had to add was a leather blindfold. I took my cue from the Mindfold, which is a blindfold that you can keep your eyes open in, so you don't put pressure on the eyeballs. So this is our leather blindfold, and it's got an adjustable elastic strap, so it fits everybody. And the next thing I needed to add were nipple clamps, and these have the adjustable tensioner so that you can make these harder or softer depending on who you're playing with. And it also comes with S-hooks so you can hang things from them. And one of the things you can hang is this little padlock that comes with it. The padlocks make a little bit of extra weight. Also can be used for the cotter cuffs. This is a cuff that actually works with a cotter pin that you can't really see. But anyways, it goes like this. You just put the pin through the hole and then you can change whatever length you want, and you can also lock them up with carabiners. Carabiners are really good if you're going to go in and out of places, maybe put the hands behind the back, but what we really like to do is put them on a St. Andrew's cross. Now if you're playing in a hotel room, you probably don't have a St. Andrew's cross, which is why we included these. This is called a door jamb, and it's basically a piece of leather that has a loop, and you put a dowel through it, and you can turn any door that closes into attachment points. Instead of dowels, we've included aluminum, very heavy-duty flashlights, and the flashlights here are very, very bright, so that when you're playing in a dungeon or outside and you've dropped something and you can't find it, you've got a flashlight with you. Very handy. The other flashlight is red, so you can create ambiance in any room that you don't have a candle with. The next thing that we needed to add, which was really important, was a safety knife. And this safety knife actually is pretty special because it doubles as a kubotan. Kubotan is a martial arts weapon that allows for somebody to punch in a much more substantial way. It aligns the knuckles and it gives you some weight and you can really hit hard. And what's nice about that is that oftentimes I will wear out punching somebody. They're in bliss and I'm getting tired. So this actually gives you an extra wind, so to speak, so you can play longer. That's always good. All of those things go in the little case that is included. And there is a zipper for condoms, lubes, and gloves, which is good. The next thing we included were nose hooks, 2 of them, so that you can also create an open mouth gag, and it comes with an elastic strap. Almost last but not least, a nice 3-foot piece of cord, so you can do different kinds of restraints, use a leash, possibly do CBT. Kind of love it. And then, of course, me being me, I had to include claws. These are stainless steel, and they're wonderful, 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 wonderful sensation, and you get 5 of them. So basically, in a nutshell, that is the Pocket Dungeon. And let's see, what can I tell you? Oh, it comes in 2 different colors. It's going to come in the classic black and the fresh bruise, which is a worn leather kind of brownish maroon. Thank you very much for staying with me, and I hope that you pledge and get yourself a Pocket Dungeon. Aloha. Have a wonderful day.